and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Preston Caravans and Motorhomes, where I haven't been for several years, and they've kindly allowed me to come and film a review of this. It's the Chausson 777GA Titanium Ultimate. I think I've got that right. It is a motorhome from the French manufacturer Chausson. It's a 3.5 ton motorhome, and as you can see, it is on the Ford cab. I haven't reviewed a Chausson before. I have seen them at shows. I quite like them, to be honest. This is a good contender if you're looking at something like the Bailey Adamo or a roller team, something like that that's also based on the Ford. Have a look at these. So what do we need to know about it? As I've already said, 3.5 tons, just under 400 kilos on the payload. Size is 7 meters and 19 centimeters, and it's about 2.3 meters wide. Let's have a look. Engine, it has a 2-litre diesel engine and 170 brake horsepower, and it has got an automatic gearbox. The cab on this one is white. It's got the black alloy wheels. We'll head off down this near side first of all. So we've got the fuel filling point there. This here is our electric hookup point, and then we've got a locker box. The sides have got almost a champagne colour with green and blue decals. We've got several windows as we come down the near side. We've got an external shower point, so that's nice to see. That's the vent there for our Truma heating. And it does have a garage. Now I'll show you from the other side, but the garage has 2 doors, one here, and as I say, we'll see the other one as we go around to the off side. I like the rear. We've got, again, the champagne coloured rear. We've got a high brake light up there. You can have a bike rack fitted there. We've got a bar across, almost a bar with lights in effect. I like that. Offside, now this is where I said about the garage. This is huge. Have a look at this. The one thing you get on European motorhomes is huge garage space, and this is massive, absolutely massive. There's some extra storage under here. We've got a 12 volt and a plug socket. The garage is heated. You can see the vent there. So it just gives you an idea. There is a little light as well for lighting it up. So that's the garage. I'll close that and we'll continue down the off side. So here we can see there storage for our gas. We then have here our external gas point for barbecuing. We've got our toilet cassette box. We've got a double vent there. You can see we've got an awning light, and we've got here a huge 2-lay wind out canopy. I really like the 2-lay ones. I know I sort of have favourites, and I say, you know, I like this, I like that. It's because I have used them and I do have a preference, you know, as opposed to other things that I've used. The door, we'll just have a look behind here. So we've got a little window there, and then this large one-piece door. The door is on a hydraulic strut. I don't know if you can just see it there. And we do have a nice door, actually. It's got this sort of, although it's plastic, it has this sort of bobbly effect. Right, let's venture in. So going into the 777. Now, this motorhome is it can be a 3-berth, it can be a 5-berth. It depends which model you choose. As far as I know, this drop-down bed that I'm showing you is optional, and this would make it the 5-berth. So let's start at the cab front. So let me turn you around. So the cab, it is Ford, so it's not something you and I have seen much of before. You can see the sort of flat screen display there and the automatic gearbox. You do get cruise control, heated wing mirrors, you get satellite navigation, you get quite a lot. There's a heated front windscreen. You can see the various controls there. I do like Ford, I must say. You've got a large blind there to pull up in the windscreen for privacy. We do then on the sides have pull-up blinds, but we've also got these privacy curtains. They're almost a pinky colour. We've got some little USBs up here. Got a huge sunroof. Look at that. Now that is nice. Again, that has got a blind. There's plenty of storage. And as I say, you can just see the blinds down in the door. So they pull up across here. So they give you privacy as well as these curtains. I'll move back now. So the motorhome then drops down a little level. It's got this dark wood effect floor. It does, if you want to use it to transport people, it has 4 seats and seat belts, so you can only transport 4 people. The fabric, the sun's making it look a little bit sort of red. It is more of a dark grey. So that is the seating. This will convert into a bed, as far as I am aware. There's a plug socket. Then we've got a good sized table. I'll just see if I can fold that out with my other hand. Good sized table, you can see there. And underneath there is a lever. It does drop down when you're converting that into bed space. So that is the lounge area. Let me fold this back over. The captain's chairs obviously both swivel. That one's slightly swivel, so that'll give you, basically, when you swivel those round and you've got this, that's going to be your living space. Let's have a look. Oh, there's some lighting under here too. Let's just have a look in some of these cupboards, shall we? So we've got a little bit of storage up there, and then we've got similar on the other side. I'll just step back onto the next level of the Chausson 777. So this is the drop down bed. As you can see, this is in the up position, and when it drops down, these parts come down and it then becomes a bed that you obviously climb onto. There are a number of lights underneath, so it's nicely illuminated under there. I'll turn us around as we come in the door. So here's the Chausson control panel. So on there you've got your battery, your water, because it's got an onboard fresh and waste water tank. It's got your lighting controls, your heating, everything's on there. We've got a nice mirror, I think you can see there. Nice mirror as we come in, some hooks for our coats, and then various vents for the air-blown heating. The kitchen area. So in the kitchen we've got a Thetford 2 gas hob and 1 electric plate, which is that one there. So that's ideal on and off grid, and that's the dual oven and grill. I like the Thetfords. Let's see how you open this. As you see me usually fail to operate most things. No, I've failed again. Maybe that doesn't open. Let's open this one. So we've got a little bit of storage space there, and as we come up we can see the electric function there for the bed, a plug socket and USBs. So then we've got a sink, we've got swivel tap, a little sort of back panel there, window. There is a light switch on there. Got this little cupboard that opens up there. So that's the kitchen area. There's not a massive amount of storage space. It is a compact kitchen, but I think it's probably got most things you're going to want. There's no microwave. That's pretty common on a lot of the European models. Some people put one in the garage and do it like that. Let's have a look at the fridge. So we have got a good size, I'll bring you in. We have got a good size tower fridge freezer. I believe this is the Thetford 151 litre. Let's open the freezer compartment as well so you can see in there. Again, I do like the larger towers. We've got a bracket here for television, and back there you can just see the plug socket for it. We'll have a look in there. A little bit of storage in there as well, so you can put other bits there. Right, let's have a look. So now we've got a step up here, so we're going to step up. We've got the shower, so not a bad size shower space. It has got a large sunroof to let the ventilation in. Good amount of floor space, nowhere specific to put your shower gels. The other side we're going to find the washroom, so I think what I'll do is I'll slide this across, which is going to lead us into the bedroom. I will come to that in a minute. Let's just move ourselves around, just doing a spin. So we'll spin around. Right, I've opened that door now. Hopefully that's worked for you. So that's now closed. I'm facing the front of the motorhomes down there. Good sized sunroof here, letting lots of light into this area. Now, we've got a Thetford swivel toilet. Interestingly, that's on a bit of a, almost on a bit of a pedestal, so it's going to be fairly high as that to climb onto. Got a vent for the heating, a little cupboard in there. We've got a submerged sink and again a tap here that moves. Somewhere here for our toothbrushes. We've got a little flap here. That drops us down there to a little bit of storage. And then we've got these that open, as we can see, mirrored cupboard as well. And we've got a bar just up here. You can pull that down to hang towels on. We've got another hook there. There's a few little lights in here. Good size mirror there, so you can see, give you an idea. So that is the toilet space. I'll close that and we'll go have a look in this bedroom. So these are longitudinal beds. Basically you would sleep with your head down there, your feet down here. There's steps up to it. Now this can make 2 beds or 3 beds. So you've got one single here, good size, good length. One single here, good size, good length. If you had a small person or a child, they can sleep in between you. And then you do have, which I presume what that piece is for there, and this, it will come across and fit in here. This then makes a huge king size bed, and you would step up. I don't know if this, I won't fiddle with it, but basically if you step onto here and it, you can see I've gone higher, you will then step onto the bed if you put it here. So hopefully that makes sense to you, but basically as it is, it's 2 big singles, or you can put this centerpiece in and have a huge bed that'll come out here, a huge bed. Right, let's see what storage we're getting. It's quite bright back here as well. It's nice and bright because of these windows. Large overhead locker there, that's nice. I like the colour scheme back here. We do have some orange cushions, but then these are like a dark grey, these ones. I won't open them all, I'll just open some of them. It gives you an idea, absolutely huge. Let's have a look underneath. We've got a light bar there. There is a USB point down there, so that's good. And I'll just step back and try not to fall off this step. This is almost like an extractor, so if it is warm in here you can extract the warm air, and I can imagine it will get warm because motorhomes do. These little nets are nice that you can see. There are blinds on the windows. There's another storage cupboard there, and then here you can have a television. We've got a socket 12-volt TV, so you can put a telly in, and we do have some storage under here. You can see there, and there's the same on this other side as well. So 2 storage lockers, and then we've got the controls here for the heating, the Truma heating and the hot water, if you can just see that there. So let me venture, in fact let me just turn you around so you can see the lounge from here. So that is, albeit it's a very brief look at the Chausson 777GA. I am by myself today, so it's just you and me, so we've just had a brief look, but it gives you an idea. There's loads of Chausson models. I'll put all the links as usual down below. What will I say about it? £79,000. There's a lot of other vehicles at that price point, including, as I said, the Baileys, Auto Trail, Roller Team. So I would make a list if you're thinking about Ford based. And I like Ford based, to be honest. It would certainly be a model I'd look at, the Ford motorhome ranges. So yeah, it's got a massive garage as this, I'll say that. I like the Ford cab. It's got the heating, it's got a big tower fridge freezer, doesn't have a microwave, that's about it. So yeah, I like it. It's one of those where I think you've got to get the feel to it. The only thing I found is the lounge area doesn't look overly comfortable for me. I'll show you what I mean. That's the only thing. It just doesn't look overly comfy. They've just got these sort of fairly thin seats, and the same on that side. There's no sort of padding here, the wall there. So that's about the only thing that I can really say I would like to see a little bit more softness to is probably the better word. So there we go. I'll put all links to everything down here, but that's the 3.5 ton Chausson 777GA, 3 berth or 5 berth. Thank you to Preston Caravans and Motorhomes for letting me come out today and film. That's really appreciated. It's nice to be back, back where I've not been for years. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.